Okay, this is topic 3.2, and what we're talking about is graphical modeling. So graphical modeling is the visualization of an idea. So basically we are creating an idea on paper or through software in either 2 or 3 dimensions, right? And now this is from the IB, and so this is important, and it's going to be something that you use on your IA. So you're expected to develop graphical modeling skills that allow you to demonstrate competency with a number of modes and medias, including sketching techniques, formal drawing techniques, and that's including orthographic drawings, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional perspective, projections, scale drawings, parts and assembly drawings, including exploded diagrams. So you'll need to know how to do most of those things. And we have tutorials on the design website that can help you with a lot of those. Okay, so let's talk about the first type of modeling that we often see. Now, when you see the word graph, right? Graph is actually means picture. It does. Okay, so that's its Greek Latin root is means picture. So when we are looking at something like a mathematical graph, you're looking at a picture of data. And so this is something that we use all the time. And it's a method of mathematically modeling something. This is something that you'll discuss in topic 4, which is stress and strain curves. Okay, and so what we're doing is representing data mathematically so that it's easier to understand. Okay, so that's mathematical modeling. We have 2-dimensional modeling. So in 2-dimensional modeling, what we're looking at is length and width. We're not looking at depth really on that. So for instance, most of these drawings here are in 2 dimensions. Okay, maybe this factory is represented in a perspective 3-dimensional drawing. This person here is represented, definitely in this. It's a side profile. This is a 2-dimensional drawing. Okay, this is a top view 2-dimensional drawing. Okay, so these are 2-dimensional modeling. We have 2D sketching, so you might want to be doing some sketching, so some quick sketches that are in 2 dimensions. Okay, so this is an example of a coffee table that is drawn basically from the side, or so it's 2 dimensions though. You can't see really depth in any of these drawings. Okay, so we can see the length and we can see the height, but we can't see the depth. We can't see this line along here. Now, when we get to perspective drawings, that's what we're starting to represent. So it's a set of formal drawing. Perspective is a set of formal drawing techniques that depicts an object as smaller and closer together the further away they are. Okay, and this technique, there's 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, and 3-point perspective, and you can see that right here. Like this line right here is bigger than this line right here, and this one's further away. Okay. And same with over here, that this line here is actually bigger than this line here, and this line here would be bigger than this line here. Okay, and this is a 1-point, 2-point, and 3-point. We'll talk about what that means for each of those in the next couple slides. So 1-point perspective. So 1-point perspective basically means that you have a single vanishing point. So you are, and it'll be set, usually it's central. So like all of these lines, right? So like the top of all of these lockers converge down here at a central point. And all of these tiles converge, these lines that are the tiles converge at a central point. Now one thing that's, so that's something that we want to pay attention to. Lights are all converging at a central point. Notice though that the vertical lines are all parallel. Okay? And the horizontal lines, parallel. So really, it's these lines. So any line that's going this way on the picture is parallel, and any line that's going vertical on the picture is parallel. But any sort of diagonal line, the third dimension is vanishing at this point right here. Okay, and that's a 1-point perspective drawing. So this is a 1-point perspective drawing, or single. Sometimes you hear them as single points. Okay, 2-point. Basically, you have 2 vanishing points. So you have a vanishing point here, and you have a vanishing point here. Now notice that the vertical lines are parallel, but the horizontal lines that are going this way and this way are not parallel. Okay, right? They meet down here, so they're not parallel within this plane. And so this is a 2-point perspective, and that's how you can tell a 2-point perspective, is that you only have vertical lines that are parallel. whereas all the other lines that you see are converging at some point in the distance at vanishing points, and there would be 2 vanishing points. If we compare that to this one, remember that actually there were 2 sets of parallel lines. You had the vertical parallel lines, and then the ones that are going horizontal across the screen were parallel. Okay, and then we've got our 3-point perspective, and in this one, there really are no parallel lines. Okay, and everything's vanishing. So you have a vanishing point on this side, you have a vanishing point on this side, and you have a vanishing point up at the front here. And there are no really parallel lines, right? Like the vertical lines are converging on this point, this side right here. So I don't know what you'd call that, your length line, I guess, is converging on that point, and your depth line is converging on that point. So there really are no parallel lines in a 3-point perspective problems. And you have 3 vanishing points. Okay. All right, projections. So we need to talk about 2 types of projections. One is called an isometric projection, and one is called a orthographic projection. And these are formal drawing techniques, and they're important to know. And actually in Fusion 360, you can do a lot of this, and you don't have to worry about learning how to do it. It will just help you do it. So it's a system of drawing that are accurate, and the 2 main types are the isometric and orthographic. And we should be able to tell size from these things. Okay, that's an important part of this drawing technique, is you can tell how big things are. Okay, so let's talk about orthographic drawings. So this is where it basically uses line of sight that is perpendicular to a viewing plane or face. So this is the top view of this cassette tape. Right? So you're only going to see the things that you would be able to see from the top view. So if you were a bird looking directly down, perpendicular to this plane, so the plane is this way, and you're looking straight down on it, you would see just this. And it's a bit, I think of it kind of like casting a shadow. So it's a bit like tracing a cast shadow. So you may not see the detail that that is on the other side. Okay, so on the front view you're seeing this, but you're not seeing the back view, you're not seeing the top view, you're not seeing the right view, you're not seeing the left view. You're only seeing the plane that you're looking at. Okay, and this is the right side view. So it's a bit like you're looking at a shadow, and you just see the shadow. Isometric drawings. So these are 3-dimensional. They represent 3-dimensional objects, okay? And it's intended to combine the illusion of depth. It's a perspective rendering, and it's meant to give the object's principal dimensions, okay? And they're parallel to a set of 3 perpendicular coordinate axes. Okay, so these 2 are isometric drawings, and these are your axes right here, right? It's basically the X, Y, and Z axes. Okay, so those are isometric drawings, and again, this is something that you should definitely know how to do in Fusion 360. All right, let's talk about part and assembly drawings. So this is a part and assembly drawings that we're looking at right here. They show the relative size and positions of parts and fastenings and functional relationships between them. So this would be like an assembly drawing. This is actually an exploded isometric drawing. Okay, and you can see here these are orthographic drawings that actually show the parts. So this is these bolts right here. This is showing this piece right here. This is showing the top view of that. This is showing the side view of the top piece. This is the side view or the front view of this. And this is probably I guess, the top view of the whole thing assembled. Okay, so this would be an assembly drawing. This is an exploded assembly drawing. And so in an exploded assembly drawing, you have an isometric drawing that shows the components displaced or exploded along an assembly axis. So if you, for instance, the axis of a pen is right down the middle here. And so this is showing the assembly of this particular pen. Okay, so that's an exploded drawing, and this is showing the assembly of this clock. Okay, and it's been exploded out so you can see all the different parts. Last thing we have here is a scaled drawing. So scaled drawings are basically true to life, but they're represented by a ratio. So these are drawings that are sized by specific ratios from the actual size. So for example here, this is a 1 to 5 ratio. It would mean that that 1 centimeter on this drawing would represent 5 centimeters in the real world, and that's a scaled drawing. Okay, so that's an important one to know. All right, I think that's it for graphical modeling. Thanks for watching.